Hello, this is Rod, Live Within Your Means. I've got an older dog who's got a number of problems right now, but I've had her for about 13 years, and she was several years old and had been through 3 owners when I got her. So I imagine she's at least 16 or 17 years old and probably doesn't have a whole lot longer to be on this earth. But I was listening to this man here. This is Dr. Andrew Jones. And I've listened to him several times. He's been a vet for over 20 years. Has a lot of good things to say. He's honest with people. I feel like he certainly tries to be honest with people. And I appreciate doctors and vets and other people in their professions with the courage to speak out and instead of just doing what a lot of professions do, and that is go along with the things the profession are doing to make sure that they make a good living. And here he's talking about vaccines, and he's actually talking about things not to say to your vet. And here he's saying, unless you want to get into a long discussion with your vet, you may not want to say to him, "Oh, I don't believe in vaccines for my dog." It'll be interesting. He'll tell you here how the vet might respond, and at the very end, he'll tell you whether his dog's getting vaccines. So let's go ahead and listen to that.
Telling your vet you don't believe in vaccines. Ma'am, there has been extensive studies done showing the safety.
Now he's telling you here how the vet is likely to respond.
The efficacy of vaccines. The benefit of vaccines far outweighs the risk of vaccines, and any of the reported or supposed side effects, those chances of that ever happening to your dog or cat is virtually nil. The best way to protect your dog or cat, you need vaccines. Right? Clearly they do have risks. There are side effects. In some cases, the side effects seldom happen, but they do happen. When they do happen, they can be extremely serious. There are extensive studies done now showing the duration of immunity. It lasts so much longer than most of the current veterinary vaccine protocols.
Now, did you catch that? Their immunity, when dogs build up immunity like people, their immunity lasts so much longer than the vaccine protocols. Let's hear what he continues to say here.
That being all said, your veterinarian can make suggestions, but ultimately it's up to you to choose whether or not your dog, your cat, gets this vaccine. I personally feel you're generally better off just not bringing it up. Right? If you're not ready to go into this long-winded discussion with your veterinarian, your choice versus their suggestion, just be comfortable with your own choice. And by the way, she's no longer getting any vaccines.
Notice that. He said his dog is no longer getting any vaccines. And just another note right after that, he talks about the heartworm preventative medicine. Anyway, listen to this.
Number 3, Doc, I'm not going to be giving my dog any heartworm medication this year. Once again, you need to look at the risk of heartworm in your area. Perhaps you live in an area where I live, where the heartworm risk is virtually zero. Then clearly, in my opinion, you don't need to be given this. But there are many veterinarians that feel pretty strongly that you are crazy, and if anything, you're being a bad pet parent by not giving your dog a heartworm medication, regardless of where you live. So you're probably just better off not discussing, not giving heartworm meds. Number 4.
Anyhow, I appreciate his honesty, and when people dare say things contrary or that don't go along with the bulk of their profession, that make a good living. And I spoke up in the profession that I worked in for decades, and it was quite unpopular. Never made a ton of money doing it. Should have done videos like this, but anyway, appreciate his candor and honesty. So give people a thumbs up and put comments when people have the courage to speak up. And he knows what he's talking about. He's been doing it for 20 years, and he's going against the flow. What motivation would he have for that? Make less money? Anyway, so be careful. You're going to make decisions for your dog, for your family, for yourself for sure. So be wise, do some research, and it'll help you save some money and live within your means. So this is Rod. Live within your means and have a wonderful day.